What if the deadliest predator in history never went extinct? Imagine a snake longer than a school bus, thicker than an oil drum, and powerful enough to crush a crocodile in seconds. What if Titanoboa kept evolving, and it was still here today? 60 million years ago, in the sweltering swamps of prehistoric South America, there lived a creature so massive, so terrifying, that even apex predators dared not cross its path. Titanoboa. At over 40 feet long and weighing more than a ton, it was the largest snake to ever slither across Earth. But Titanoboa vanished with the ancient climates that created it. Or did it? Today, we're diving into an alternate reality. What if Titanoboa never stopped evolving? Could it have grown even bigger? Would it dominate ecosystems? And most importantly, what would happen if you encountered one today? Stay until the end, because the answer is far more terrifying and fascinating than you think. Titanoboa cerrejonensis lived during the Paleocene epoch, about 58 million years ago, shortly after the dinosaurs disappeared. The world was different then. Global temperatures were several degrees hotter than today, and tropical rainforests stretched across northern South America. This humid, sweltering environment acted like a giant incubator, allowing reptiles to reach unimaginable sizes. Titanoboa thrived here, reaching lengths of 13 meters, 42 feet, and weighing over 1,100 kilograms, 2,500 pounds. It was the undisputed heavyweight of the reptile world. Unlike venomous snakes today, Titanoboa relied on sheer brute strength, wrapping its coils around prey like giant turtles, ancient fish, and even crocodiles, squeezing until bones cracked and organs collapsed. But Titanoboa wasn't just terrifying, it was a living thermometer. Scientists discovered that cold-blooded animals like snakes can only grow that big if the climate is hot enough to support their massive metabolisms. That means Titanoboa's size tells us Earth back then was at least 30 to 34 degrees Celsius, 86 to 93 degrees Fahrenheit, on average. If our planet had been any cooler, Titanoboa could never have existed. So, what happened? Why don't we still see these monster snakes in the Amazon today? As Earth's climate cooled over millions of years, Titanoboa lost its advantage. Colossal reptiles struggled to survive in cooler, less stable environments. Mammals, warm-blooded, fast-breeding, and increasingly intelligent, began to dominate. By the time new predators like jaguars and giant eagles appeared, Titanoboa's reign was long over. But let's bend the rules of history. What if Titanoboa never disappeared? What if it kept evolving alongside mammals, birds, and humans? So Scenario 1. The giant that got bigger. If Titanoboa kept evolving in an Earth that stayed as hot and humid as the Paleocene, it might have pushed the limits of reptilian size. Could we see snakes 50 feet long or even 60 feet, capable of swallowing a cow whole? Possibly, but physics and biology place limits. At some point, a snake that big would struggle to breathe, move, or even pump blood efficiently. Yet, in sweltering equatorial climates, Titanoboa could realistically have grown a few meters longer, maintaining its crown as the largest snake in history. Scenario 2. The aquatic predator. Instead of growing longer, Titanoboa could have become more specialized. Imagine a snake evolving to live almost entirely in water like an anaconda on steroids. With more streamlined bodies, paddle-like tails, and enhanced lungs for long dives, this aqua Titanoboa would dominate rivers and swamps. It would rival crocodiles, dolphins, and even sharks in its ecological niche. Boas today kill by constriction. But what if natural selection pushed Titanoboa to develop venom? A venomous Titanoboa wouldn't just crush prey, it could paralyze it instantly with a single bite. For prey animals, that's a nightmare scenario. Nowhere to run, no chance to fight back. Scenario 4. Shrinking but smarter. Sometimes, evolution doesn't mean bigger. Titanoboa could have split into smaller, smarter species, perfectly adapted to new climates. Think of giant boas capable of ambush strategies, cooperative hunting, or even surviving in cooler forests. Evolution isn't about size, it's about survival. Here's where things get truly chilling. Let's imagine Titanoboa never went extinct and is slithering in our world right now. The Amazon rainforest would be ground zero. Picture trekking through dense jungle only to find a tree trunk that suddenly moves. It's not a log, it's a 40-foot snake. Entire ecosystems would revolve around avoiding Titanoboa. Large mammals like tapirs, jaguars, and even cattle would be on its menu. But it wouldn't stop in South America. With global shipping and climate change, Titanoboa could spread. Florida's Everglades already suffer from invasive Burmese pythons. Now, imagine a Titanoboa population taking hold there. They'd devour alligators, deer, even black bears. Local ecosystems would collapse. And what about humans? While snakes don't normally target us, a Titanoboa wouldn't see the difference between a wild boar and a human being. Swimming in a river or walking through thick jungle could become a death sentence. Humans wouldn't just sit back. We'd fight back. But how? Weapons. Traditional hunting rifles might not be enough. Killing a Titanoboa could require heavy-caliber rounds, explosives, or traps. Deforestation. Ironically, humanity's destruction of rainforests might push Titanoboas into closer contact with us, making encounters more common. Humans wouldn't just sit back. We'd fight back. But how? Weapons. Traditional hunting rifles might not be enough. Killing a Titanoboa could require heavy-caliber rounds, explosives, or traps. Deforestation. Ironically, humanity's destruction of rainforests might push Titanoboas into closer contact with us, making encounters more common. Conservation dilemma. Would we even try to protect Titanoboa? Just as crocodiles and tigers are endangered today, Titanoboa might be caught between being a deadly predator and a threatened species. Now imagine documentaries, scientists in armored boats, tracking a creature the size of a bus beneath murky waters. Entire TV networks would cash in on monster snake specials, while governments debate whether to protect or eradicate it. Titanoboa would be both a wonder of nature and a global fear. Let's put you in the story. You're kayaking through a slow-moving river in the Amazon. The jungle is alive with sound. Monkeys howling, insects buzzing, water rippling. Suddenly, the forest goes quiet. A shape slides through the water ahead. Smooth, massive, impossibly long. At first, you think it's a fallen tree drifting downstream. But then, it turns, eyes glinting just above the surface. The water swells, a dark shadow passing beneath your boat. Before you can react, something slams into you. The kayak flips. Cold water engulfs you. You thrash, but it's useless. Coils wrap around your chest, squeezing tighter and tighter. Every breath is stolen. Your ribs groan under pressure. And then, silence. Darkness. This is what it would mean to face Titanoboa today. Not just a snake, but a living nightmare from Earth's past. So, what if Titanoboa never stopped evolving? The truth is, evolution could have taken it in many directions, bigger, stronger, venomous, or even more specialized. But in every version of this story, Titanoboa remains one thing, a reminder of nature's raw, untamed power. Our world today might not have the right climate to sustain a creature that large, but if it did, humanity would be forced to share the planet with a predator beyond anything we've ever known. And maybe, just maybe, we should be grateful Titanoboa is gone. Because if it weren't, swimming in a river or walking through a rainforest might never be safe again. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe and check out the channel to find more amazing and new videos.